There is always a time when no matter how tired you feel, life still has to go on. Yesterday was one of those days for me. I woke up already feeling exhausted. Honestly, if it were up to me, I would have stayed in bed all day, sleeping and rolling around on the bed. But our food supplies at home were running low. So I picked up 100,000 naira, took my shopping bags, and headed to our local village market. It was already around 10 o'clock when I got to the roadside. I stopped one bus, it didn't stop. Another one, still no luck. After stopping about 5 buses, one finally pulled over. I quickly grabbed my bag and got in. As the bus pulled away, I looked outside the window, watching people going about their normal day. Motorcycles passing by, cars moving in every direction, people opening their shop, children walking home. Everyone was busy building their own lives. And there I was, trying to build mine too. But to be honest, my body wasn't cooperating. Even before leaving home, I already felt like lying down to sleep. Pregnancy has been teaching me something sometimes. You don't keep going because you feel strong. You keep going because life still needs you. As we got closer to the market, I stayed inside the bus. I wasn't getting down yet because I wanted the bus to stop exactly where I needed to begin, which is the garri section. If you have never been to this market before, one thing you should know, the garri here is always very, very good, neat, crunchy, dry, nicely fermented, and it has that sour taste I really like. But you don't just buy from the first seller you see. You need to walk around, taste different ones until you find the one that is perfect for you. I quickly picked up my shopping bags. One thing I've learned is always carry your own bags. It makes shopping much easier. As I look outside, I noticed buses already filled with people heading home. Many of them came very early in the morning. Now their goods were tied behind the buses and even on the top of the bus. That is one thing I love about village markets. People buy in bulk because the prices are usually much better than buying from the street vendors. As I walked through the garri section, I saw a bag of rice. Out of curiosity, because I also want to buy rice, I asked for the price. 57,000 naira. I check it. It looked clean, dry and nice. But I wasn't ready to buy yet though, because I want to buy garri first, rice later. I also noticed dried yam, the one they grind into yam flour for amala. Working inside the market is another experience on its own. You have to be patient, but at the same time, you have to move quickly. One moment, you are walking freely. The next moment, a bus is loading goods right in the middle of the road, or a motorcycle is trying to squeeze past. At one point, we had to pass through such a tiny space. I almost knocked someone's goods over. Finally, I found the garri I wanted. I tasted it. It is perfect. Then I asked the woman, how much? She said, 4,000 naira. I smiled. No, 3,000 naira. She complained a little, shook her head, then finally said, come and carry it. I was so happy, to be honest. I'm still learning how to bargain. My mom is the real expert. She will price something so low that even I will be feeling embarrassed standing beside her. Then somehow, you will be surprised when the seller will still agree. Me, I'm still building that confidence. Maybe one day I'll become like her. After measuring the garri, I paid. And here is another tip. Most garri sellers in this market, they don't accept transfers. They'll tell you they buy cassava with cash. So if you are coming to market like this, come with cash or be ready to withdraw money from one of the many POS operators working around. With the garri sorted, it was time to buy everything else. Next up is tomatoes. This basket was selling for 2,200 naira. Before choosing, I always check underneath. Some sellers put the freshest tomatoes on top and hide the soft ones underneath. Always check before you pay. Another thing, farmers usually don't provide nylon bags, so bring yours. Mine actually tore while we were pouring the tomatoes in. I had to buy another nylon to double it. And yes, every tomato that fell on the ground, I picked it up. It's my money. It's my tomato. I will wash them very well when I get home. The sun was getting hotter. Honestly, I didn't have the strength to keep walking around the whole market. So I just decided to buy my rice here. Half a bag, 28,500 naira. I looked at it carefully. It seemed like long grain rice. I even asked the seller if it was really good. He smiled and told me, if you don't like it, bring it back. To make sure, he measured it again before I paid. That gave me some peace of mind. As I continue working, I came across cocoyam. They said 4,000 naira. I said 3,000 naira. They agreed. Sometimes it never hurts to ask. There were tomatoes everywhere, but habanero pepper is very, very scarce. And whenever something becomes scarce, the price goes up eventually. I found some. I also bought fresh chili peppers. Just look at how small 1,000 naira can buy now. Food prices have really changed. Next, the yam section. When they told me 13,000 naira for these 5 tubers of yam, I honestly paused. Imagine 5 tubers of yam, 13,000 naira. But here is something I've learned. When buying new yam, the bigger ones are usually better. Smaller ones can be harvested too early. Sometimes they turn out soft, watery, or even bitter. So I bought the bigger ones. By this point, pregnancy had completely taken over. My mouth was constantly filling with saliva. I couldn't keep spitting on the ground in the crowded market. So behind the scene, I bought 3 second-hand face towels and I used them throughout the market. Honestly, that little trick helped me so much. I even tried chewing gum. But the moment I started chewing the gum, my stomach turned. So I threw it away immediately. Pregnancy really has a mind of its own. Next was palm oil. I didn't bring a 5 liters container. So I gave the woman my 2 small 2.5 liters container instead. She filled both. Her palm oil is so beautifully red, not the type that look like someone added coloring. Then I bought onions. He wanted 2,000 naira each for each bowl. I negotiated and paid 1,500 naira for both. Sometimes you just need to ask. Then I saw something in a wheelbarrow. I've eaten it before at my mother-in-law's place. I wasn't completely sure how much I wanted at first. He measured half a rubber. Then I changed my mind. I said, please use cups instead. He smiled and told me it cost 100 naira more. I laughed and agreed. At least I knew exactly what I'm getting. Just when I thought I was done, I remember locust beans. I can't come to this market without buying locust beans. Thank God. Because the locust beans from this market smell so much better than the ones I usually buy near my house. That aroma, nothing compares to it. Finally, shopping was over. I packed everything together almost immediately. A bus stopped in front of me. The driver asked where I was going. I told him. The fare was 1,200 naira. I checked my purse. I was running out of cash. So I asked, will you accept transfer? Thankfully, he said yes. He loaded my bags along with everyone else and we started heading home. By the time I got home, I was completely exhausted. I changed my clothes immediately, sat down quietly and just rested. Lately, I've noticed I've lost some weight. Sometimes I can only manage one proper meal a day. The rest of the time, I'm surviving on fruits. I honestly can't wait for this first trimester to be over. I can't wait for my strength to return. And I really can't wait for this constant saliva to stop. Now, let me show you everything I bought with 100,000 naira. Looking at everything we bought home, I'm reminded that feeding a family today takes planning. It takes patience. It takes budgeting. And sometimes it takes pushing through days when your body wants to give up. As you all know, this channel is for every mom. Whether you are expecting your first baby, raising children, staying at home, working or running your own business. Everything I learned, everything I tried, and everything that makes life little easier, I will share it here with you because we are building together. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. If you enjoyed this chapter, don't forget to subscribe and join our little family. Until the next chapter, keep building.